Hey everybody, Motorpoet59 here. Shall we play a game? That's a line from one of my favorite movies, which is War Games, the original War Games, not the stupid remake they made of it. But right now, we are playing games. We're playing games with the future of the United States of America in general, states and municipalities specifically. A lot of people and having a lot of problems right now for what I think is a farce. I went to a local Walmart, the neighborhood Walmart grocery store thing yesterday, and I rarely ever go up to that place. It's a couple miles from where I live, and as I drove through there were 5 businesses in there that the last time I was there, which was probably around Christmas time, they were all open and doing business, and 5 of them are out of business and their office space is available now, and that is 100% due to the coronavirus, because these weren't spaced out, weirded out businesses. A couple of them were nail salons, a donut shop, places that typically do well in that kind of a strip mall environment. But what I really wanted to talk about was yesterday I was shooting video for my other channel at the Amtrak station in downtown Bakersfield, and while I was there, 2 vans pulled up from the prison system, the California State Prison System, or the U.S. Marshal, whoever it is. I'm not sure. It's got the 6-pointed star with the knobs on the ends of the star, so it's not the sheriff. The California penal system, I guess, whatever. 2 vans came up and unloaded some prisoners that were being released because of the coronavirus. And they left, and almost immediately, within a couple of minutes, 2 more vans and a vehicle pulled up, and they all disgorged a bunch of prisoners. I didn't count all of them because I was kind of paying attention at that time, but kind of not. But when I started to figure out what was going on, I did count. I counted 17 people that were released. Some of them actually went into the station and were getting tickets to go wherever they were supposed to go when they were released. You get released from jail, you get money and your paperwork, and you go home or wherever it is that you're supposed to go. But once those vehicles were around the corner and out of sight, most of those guys just took off into the downtown area, and they will become criminals again. Most of them haven't learned their lesson. Most of them aren't interested in learning their lesson, and because of this false narrative of the coronavirus, I've said in my other videos, people talk about these masks. Well, if masks are working and are supposed to work, why don't we just make the prisoners wear masks instead of letting them out? This isn't about coronavirus. This is about money and getting people back out into the streets to vote Democrat. That's all this is about. That's why the Democrats are pushing the letting felons vote again. Some states have already done it. I believe Oklahoma is one of them, which was kind of surprising. But I know California wants to do it. In reality, and in essence, I really don't have a problem if a felon has done their time, all of their time. If they are done their time and they're off probation, off parole, and all that stuff, they've paid their debt to society. They should have rights again. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they shouldn't be able to own guns if they were, if their crime involved guns, but they should be able to vote again. It's one of those, where do you find the middle ground? Does somebody who had a couple of DUIs, or somebody who is just some petty criminal stealing stuff, and he's turned his life around. I got a friend that's a good friend of mine who did time in federal prison over drugs, and he's turned his life around. He's been out of jail for 15 years now. He's got a really good job, and he's married, he's got a family, and they're doing really well. but he doesn't have those rights. And I don't think that's right. But that is a subject for another video. But they say, as far as these criminals go, these people are released, and they're the nonviolent offenders. This is where it gets into how most people don't understand crime at all. They're just, oh, you know what? He just got caught with too much weed. He had 2 drunk drivings. This guy had this. This guy did that. It doesn't matter. Nonviolent criminals have a symbiotic relationship with violent criminals. I've been saying that for many, many, many years. And the reason I know that to be true is I used to be a nonviolent criminal. I never got arrested. I should have been, but I never got arrested. I was involved in the whole meth thing back in the 80s. I was a penny ante popcorn fart meth dealer. I never made any money at it. I just made enough to pay for my own stash. And I wasn't involved in anything violent myself. I just wanted to get high. But I was involved with people who were violent and certainly capable of great violence. I never fell into that with them because I got along with them. I didn't cross them. They were great people. A couple of those people would do anything for you as long as you didn't cross them. If you crossed them, they were very, very dangerous people. And those are the people who, when it comes time to make the meth, to get the stuff to do that they need to continue, they're going to break into your houses. They do home invasions. They're going to steal your cars. They're going to mug people. They're going to get this money. Some, because they don't have jobs. You know, they don't have jobs. They make money on drugs, but some of these people are people who are like I was as far as being small time, but they're capable of great violence too. Just because I wasn't doesn't mean that these penny ante guys aren't, and they will do whatever they have to do to keep things going. And people don't realize that there's no such thing as nonviolent crime. You get to take somebody who's had a couple of DUIs and has been in jail for a year or whatever. 70% of those people get out of jail and start drinking again and start driving again, with or without a license, with or without insurance. They don't care, especially if they're alcoholics. They don't care. There may be a place in their heart where they don't want to hurt somebody or whatever, but they can't do it. They just can't. They can't not drink, for whatever reason. Addiction's a terrible thing, and it's a dangerous thing. But back to my original point is that letting people out of jail because of the coronavirus is stupid. I have a shirt that says, you've seen it in some other video, it says my governor's an idiot. And this started with him letting these people out. I was really disappointed that Kern County went along with it, but I don't know if they're mandated to do it when the governor says so. I don't know how that works. I know that our sheriff here in Kern County, Donnie Youngblood's pretty hardcore, and I'm sure he didn't like doing it, but maybe he was told to. I don't know. But anyway, never be fooled by the term nonviolent criminal, nonviolent offender, because when you get right down to it, there's really no such thing. So I just wanted to pop off about that. Let me know what you think. In the comments below, shoot me an email, motopoet59@gmail.com. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content, and we will see you all later.